We've all seen those videos about training pups, but what happens in adolescent years? Do we just stop the training sessions? I think the answer might surprise you. Stay tuned in. Welcome back to the Prairie Shepherd. My name is Ben, and we're about to get into it. Let's go. So you may have noticed some changes with your dog as they reach into adolescence. Yeah, you know, their temperament is still there. They're still the same dog. They still act similar, but this is the time where their personalities really start to come out and really start to shine. And it's the time that they start getting into a bit of mischief, you know? How you've trained them this far up until this time of their life is going to play a huge factor. And socialization is still key here. At this age. In fact, it becomes even more important because you have to stay consistent with that. I try to expose Grim still to as much new experiences as I possibly can, and I try to get him out there and teach him as much as I possibly can, introducing him to new animals, new environments, people, and socializing him so that he can stay on track to being the dog that he's meant to be. If you slow down on that training, you might notice some things start to pop up, some type of behaviors. If you slow down on his training and their socialization, you might notice that maybe his behaviors towards other dogs is a little bit different. See, this exercise, the socialization is important for their mental and physical health and their social well-being. One common misconception is that once dogs reach a certain age, then they don't have to have any training. And that's a common misconception, you know. In fact, the training becomes more important the older the dog gets. That consistency and that opportunity to still explore is very important for the dog's mental health and its dog's physical health. In reality, what it prevents is a dog from boredom, cognitive decline, and it prevents the dog from getting into common behaviors that you would see pop up when the dog is not getting its frustration out or its anxiety out. Not to mention, the bond between you and your dog is just going to grow stronger the more that you work with it. And I think that that's something that we all want as trainers is, you know, for our dog's bond with us to become stronger than what it was. Let's go. Look, the best thing that you can do is get your dog out there and, you know, keep them exercised and keep them being exposed. Remember that time that we took Grim out to the river? He had to, you know, work to be able to move across it. It was more like a little canal area, but, you know, he still had to work even though it was a small obstacle course. You know, that encouragement builds dogs up to build their confidence and to build their bond with you. And that's what you have to do when you're training the dog to be its best. So no, it's not time for you to quit training just because your dog is 3 years old. In fact, it's time for you to become more consistent with the training and work even harder with your dog so that you can develop that obedience and keep it strong for future and for more years to come. Any questions, comments, concerns, answers, whatever you want, go ahead and post it in the comments below and subscribe to the Prairie Shepherd if you appreciate the content that, you know, we bring. Thank you. Goodbye. We're out.